god. Okay, pause for a sec. What is this level? Why does my keyboard sound different? What is a Kuzureta? And how can this be worse than Diamond Disco? Well, in this video, I'll be answering all of those questions and documenting my journey. Enjoy! So, this is the day that I started, a late night on the 17th of September 2025. I got my first ever run of 57 to 81, which is decent since the level ends at 84%. Oh my god. And I was pretty pleased with myself. But only the day after I got the actual run of 57 to 100. Oh my god, yes. Now, there's something that you kind of need to understand. In this time frame of September to December, I was feeling extremely demotivated. It felt like something that would kind of foreshadow in the future, and something I've seen happen to most of the levels that I've tried to beat. And it's the fact that progress normally is really quick when I start learning a level, and then it starts to slow down and feel like I'm just trying to brute force it during the later stages. But after I finished New Record, I quickly hopped back on Kuzureta, and it got this run. Oh my god, 50, what?
Oh, nice, GG.
Oh my... Okay, now, pause. I did the third sector, and something about Kuzureta is that if you kind of look at it, it's kind of split into 4 parts, each divided by transitions. The first sector being the pre-drop, the second sector, the longest of the 4, being the drop to about 50, the third sector, being the shortest out of the 4, spans from about 50% to about 65. And finally the fourth sector, probably the easiest out of the 4, but definitely the most chokeable. It goes from all the way to 65% all the way to the end, which is obviously 84%. But something about the third sector is, it's definitely the hardest part in the level, and we'll get to more about the 10 clicks of doom later, but for now let's just watch some more runs. What? What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, so I died at a part that I like to call the 10 clicks of doom, which is this section of the level when there's basically 10 clicks that no matter how hard I tried to practice, they wouldn't get consistent. And they would eventually prove to be true when I would die there over 20 times when going from 0. Now, up to around this point, I would actually be playing on the Corsair K70, which is actually a decent keyboard. But one thing that I noticed with it is that its release delay was extremely high, meaning that wave and ship would sometimes be inconsistent. So I got a Wooting. Now, one thing that's great about the Wooting ATHE is that it's extremely customizable, meaning that you can tailor it to your input delay or your input sensitivity to whatever you want, and it's amazing. Now, with this Wooting skill boost, I would actually go and get really consistent with the level and start streaming it rather daily. Now, with these streams, I'd already gotten the level in 2 runs, so I was pretty confident I could beat it in a few days or a few streams, whatever I needed. But oh, was I wrong. This level got extremely inconsistent for me, especially around the third sector that I was talking about earlier. And with that kind of moves into one of the other sections of this video, is that this level is extremely buggy. And when I say extremely, I mean extremely buggy. And if you don't know what a bug is in a level, it's basically when the creator made a tiny little mistake, or sometimes it's not even their fault, and it makes the gameplay slightly unplayable in some sections or under specific conditions. And what makes these so unfair is that the deaths half the time aren't even your fault. And as you can imagine, that became really frustrating after a while. But after around day 8 of streaming, it finally happened.
する君は綺麗だ明けない夜にこぼれた涙も君の笑顔に溶けてく変わらない日々に泣いていた僕を君は優しく終わりへと誘う沈むように溶けてゆくように染みついた霧が晴れる忘れてしまいたくて閉じ込めた日々に差し伸べてくれた君の手を取る涼しい風が空を泳ぐように今吹き抜けてゆく繋いだ手を離さないでよ二人が夜に駆け出してく
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What? What? What the fuck? What? What? Oh my god! Well, everyone, GG's. So, I know you're probably wanting the attempts right now, and I'm going to give it to you. So, the end attempts were 33,290 with 13 hours of playtime. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. So, what's after Kuzureta?